time. The Jordans of Frentzen and Jarno Trulli, they start on the 4th row. Last year, Jordan finished 3rd in the championship, best of the rest, as it were, behind the big two, Ferrari and McLaren. But this time round, well, the Silverstone-based team have been slow to get their act together.
Last year the streets were paved with gold, but so far this season Jordan have failed to shine. Reliability's been their downfall, just 3 finishes from 8 race starts. So what's gone wrong?
We had to make a conscious effort designing this car that the technology that we had was very good to be able to fight for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th in the championship. But if we were ever going to catch the likes of McLaren and Ferrari, we had to make a different structure, and that structure was based on a much lighter car, much more scientific, much more aerodynamic, and much more braver, if you like, in terms of pushing the boundaries of technologies right to the limit. And in this case, it sort of bit us a little bit, but I'm pretty confident, I have to say, and I think that we will show great signs very soon.
Frentzen qualified 2nd at Silverstone and led for a time, but once again his gearbox let him down.
It's just a problem with the sensor. We've had some problems with vibration in a gearbox sensor that has been difficult to cure, but we've got a lot of new parts here. We actually identified the problem a long time ago, but it's taken us 5 weeks to get some of the more complex parts through, machined and heat treated, and all our suppliers have done a great job for us, but it's been frustrating. I mean, we've had some interim fixes that we thought would solve the problem, but it proved out that it didn't. But the test went well, and so we're confident that we've got that fixed for this weekend.
How confident?
Very confident. I hate putting my putting my neck on the line, but yeah, we're confident that it's been fixed fully.
But in the meantime, the team have been giving points away. Frentzen finished last year's championship in 3rd place, but he's currently lying 8th with just 4 points on the board.
It's not only the places we lost because of the trouble and the points we lost. It's also the way that it's stopped us as well on testing occasionally and developing the car in other areas. But I'm very optimistic that we will do a step forward the mid-season onwards and reducing the gap to McLaren and Ferrari. I'm 100% confident of that.
But there's still a way to go. Frentzen's 8th on the grid today, out-qualified for the first time by teammate Trulli in 7th. And with Williams showing ever more promise, that step forward can't come a moment too soon.
Well, Tony, how unsettling is it for them that their technical director, Mike Gascoyne, is on his way sometime in the future?
I think it could be very unsettling, to be honest. The drivers will be thinking, well, hang on, he's the mainstream man, he's the guiding light behind this car and everything. But I think we should look at it another way. They're top 3 team, yes, but they're not a manufacturer team. So always the big predators, the manufacturer-based teams, are going to go and target people like Jordan, unfortunately. The great thing about Mike is he's a real delegator, and there's a lot of talent throughout Jordan who could take over from him. I mean, Sam Michael is one guy who's Frentzen's engineer, etc. So hopefully in long term, it shouldn't be too destabilising, so long as they don't send him off on gardening leave.
Do you think they've sorted out those reliability problems that have plagued them so far this season?
Well, it's such a difficult area, as Gascoyne was saying there, because it's a potentiometer, it's all the electronics. They knew the problem ages ago. It's actually getting it manufactured right.
Which ometer was that again?
Potentiometer.
Okay.
It's a little thing in a gearbox there. You know?
Okay. Say a little thing in the gearbox like that.
Okay. So hopefully, and what's been happening, it's been sticking in 6th gear. 2 races on the trot that did that for Frentzen, and they've lost points. I mean, he's running 2nd at the British Grand Prix and briefly led, so great shame for Jordan.
It isn't a great circuit for them. Lots of Jordan fans have made the trip to Spain. What can they expect this afternoon?
Well, I think they could get into the points. Jarno Trulli always goes very well here, but he's been affected by these sudden gusts of wind. I mean, you see the flags moving out here, and suddenly they're going in a different direction. You can imagine what that's doing to the aerodynamics of the car, and suddenly you lose the front end of it or whatever. Very, very difficult.